everyone, today I have my second blend box to share with you all, and normally when you subscribe to this box you will get it in that white box that you see on my thumbnail with the blender sticker that says the blend box. She did send me this one in a mailer this month, but that is fine with me. I understand I'm getting this box free to review for my honest opinion from the curator. Her name is Nick. And all I have done is open up the envelope. Haven't done anything else. So I can't wait to show you, and we're just gonna get right in. So it looks, she did a good job packaging everything. So the thumbnail is making sure it's all out of the mailer. Well, the thumbnail will tell you that I got the Woodland theme this time. So remember, with this box, it is very customizable. For the first month, you will pick which theme you want the most. There's a list of probably a good 20 to 25 themes, and you'll pick which one you want the most, and you're guaranteed to get that theme. And then after that, if you continue to get the box, you would get additional themes, pick up to an additional 5 on the, when you subscribe, it's on the next screen, that you would be kind of your pre-approved themes that you would be liking to get. So, you know, pick the themes that you want. Picking 5 gives her something to work with. You'll find that Nick is very personable, and she really enjoys curating each box and making it really the best that she can. There's questions that we'll ask you about. It'll target a certain age range. It'll target your favorite colors. So if you need a full tutorial on how to subscribe for this box, since it is so customizable and different, I'll link my first video down below in the description box. I go over it in detail and I show you the pages that look like the website and show you how to do it. And if you are interested, I do have a code, Jessie, and you have to use the link down below to get this special deal, to get it for 15% off for your first box, your first order. And that's just my code name, Jessie, Jessie. And make sure you use the link that I have linked down below. It does say Cratejoy in the name, but it is not actually on the, it is on the Cratejoy website, but you won't get my discount. You won't save that 15% through Cratejoy. You can only save that on this, with this separate link and my code. Hope that makes sense. Please ask any questions if it doesn't. And let's get in. So, I see a cute little sticker at the top. It looks like a little owl in a box. That is really cute, actually. Seeing as where I'm, you know, I'm doing an unboxing and get lots of subscription boxes, an owl is very appropriate. So I don't know where to start and what to open first. But I did tell her that I like owls, so we'll see where this goes. Cute squirrel socks. They are adorable. They do have a cute, squirrel has a little acorn. Very pretty. So, I did say this was the Woodland theme box. I don't know what's in here. Let's see. It's a duck. Oh my gosh, it's owl themed duct tape. And she used this as a little vessel to put things in. This is so cute. Thinking she might have left a note, and I should have probably started with that. So let's see what I got here. This looks like, I don't know what animal this is. Let's see if it says it. It's a lip balm, I know that much. There's some writing, but it's got characters. It's an animal. I'm assuming it's a lip balm. That is super cute. I don't know what flavor it is. Everything on here, like I said, is in characters. So if you have any guesses, feel free to put it in the comments of what animal that is. And then we have, this looks like a little ornament of some sort. Maybe it looks like it has acorn top. I love using acorn tops. As a kid, I used to make things out of acorn tops or hats, you know. This could almost be a little snowman if you added two more cotton balls. Do have a scrunchie. Actually, I'm in need of a scrunchie. I pretty much got rid of all my scrunchies from the 90s, or they lost elasticity. I like the gray sleek color. This is really, really nice. Next we have this very tiny plastic little, I think it's plastic, maybe resin. It's a little owl. I want to try to tip him upwards because you can see the eyes. These are very cute little owl in light blue. She did ask for my favorite colors. Blue is my first favorite color, green is second, but I really said, I mean, yes, I love the colors if there are color options, but I also told her it really depends on the items and the theme for me. If something has to be a certain color, then it's a certain color, if that makes sense. This is a kind of a rubbery fox keychain. That's really cute. I like how bright it is. You can really help see if you want to find your keys. This might be a good way to find it with something nice and bright. Oh, I like this. This is a little cutout of a tree, a little ornament with a slice of a tree. That is really pretty. I like anything with wood. I don't know why I smelled it. I guess I was expecting it to smell like a tree. You could probably even use it as a passive diffuser at Christmas and put on some essential oil or something to hang it on a tree. So this owl duct tape is really fun. This is just really awesome. I like the bright yellows and the blues in here too, with the green on the white. It's really cool. I've never really seen duct tape, decorative duct tape like this. Actually, on the top here, this is saying ideal for scrapbooking, decorating, and signage. All right, Nick did send me a letter. Thank you so much, Nick. It was on the bottom. I guess I may have, you know, if I'd opened it the other way, it would have been on top. But she did say she sent me everything in a mailer because it didn't fit in the normal box. But, you know, in the last video, I was talking about usually being 8 to 11 items, depending. But she really just said she likes to fill the box, so it depends on the size. You know, all these little items, for example, that fit within another item in the duct tape. For example, you know, this might be over 8 to 11. I'll definitely count at the end for those of you that are into items and the number of items. But she really says she just likes to fill the actual box, and the size of that box would be between 8 and 14 ounces. And just to clarify, some of you may have remembered, as you can see, I've got more owl items, and she knows I love owls, so I appreciate that. She had a owl box in the past as its own individual theme, but she said she's morphing this owl box into kind of like a Woodland's Friends box, so it's owls and, you know, other woodland animals. So the Furry Friends Woodland box is kind of her new idea. She says she's going to slowly morph it into cute forest friends with different animals. The vibe she's going for is to move towards a soft velvety things, textures, and calm grays and fawn browns. She says it's still a work in progress, but she likes to see where it's going. I'm definitely seeing the fawn browns already, and I like that idea with the textures we've got. We've got the wooden slice here, you know, we've got a little cotton ball here, soft textures of the socks, and I'm sure we're gonna find, I mean, this rubbery texture is already a bunch of different textures, and there's lots more to open. And this little guy, she said, should be, she said, glow in the dark. So continuing on, adorable big-eyed owl earrings, very colorful, very pretty. Now, unfortunately, I don't have my ears pierced, but these are, I'm sure someone, you know, I can find someone to gift these to. These are fun. I do really enjoy owls, like I said. So, all woodland creatures, as you guys know. Oh, wow. We have a spoon. Oh, this is cute. It has, how am I going to show this without the lights? But hopefully you can see this. It's got an owl on the actual spoon, and it's over a little teacup. I guess it could be coffee as well, but I prefer to think of it as a teacup. It's kind of like the size of a tablespoon. That's really cute. I hope you guys are seeing that. I might have to be inserting pictures because there's ring lights and reflections galore. In fact, I'm going to put that way on the side so it doesn't pick up light while I'm unboxing. And no, she did warn me about this item. She said this might be more for a kid. It's an owl mask. It's made out of felt. It is really cute. I do have, my cousins have some kids who are really into animals. There's definitely some kids I have that could gift, that would like that as a gift for sure. And what's this? I don't know. I guess it's, I don't know. Well, obviously it's a skunk, but a skunk on a stick. So you could, what could you do with that? I guess if crafty people could craft something with it. You could probably put it in a plant for a little while, at least until the water from the plant, you know, went up the handle. I'd have to think of some other, let me know if you have any other ideas in the comments down below. That is a nice little, almost looks like a sticker on top, but it's just a little cardboard cutout. All right, she did ask me if these were okay to send, and I said yes. These are some type of tarot card. Now, you know, I'm not into practicing tarot, but I think it's fun to pull a card every now and then. I love the artwork. It's fun to just see what it says. I'm not saying I believe in tarot anyways. This isn't meant to offend anybody, but there are two gorgeous owl designs on here. Actually, this card is representing the moon, which makes sense for the owls. It's just gorgeous artwork, and yes, this card has feathers all over the back of it. This is looks like a gorgeous deck. And this one here, very pretty. This is pulling the star. It's almost like a celestial deck that she has, but both have owls on it. So that is a really, well, it's debatable as to whether that one's an owl, but close enough from the back. It looks like it could be, or maybe a raptor of another sort. But those are beautiful in the artwork, and I'm seeing more art pieces right here. I have a vintage looking postcard. This is pretty. And I have it upside down. For a second, it looked like the plant could go either way, but then I saw the hummingbirds and realized it was upside down. This is gorgeous. I love birds of all kinds. They are all considered furry woodland friends, right? So I did kind of know with this theme that it could run a little bit, the items could go a little bit younger, obviously. I mean, just with the word furry friends. But I say bird friends. I do those kinds of things from time to time. Animals are definitely where my interest lies. Is this a walking stick up there? No, it's just part of a branch. Gotcha. Very, very pretty. I am confused. I think it goes both ways, because the writing is now down here. This bird, I think, is just getting the nectar maybe upside down, because there's a hummingbird here now. If you look at it right this way, am I going crazy? Maybe maybe it could go either way, but the writing is down here. So let's see what it says. Sorry if I messed that up. Oh, it's an Anna hummingbird. That's a specific species. So I don't have that here in Maryland on the East Coast. I think that is one that is more out west, if I recall. Let's see what this is. MNLS Precision Printed Cross Stitch Kit. Oh, cool. Oh, and look at it. It would make this gorgeous owl design. Oh, this looks neat. I did cross stitch once, I think. And I wasn't horrible at it. I was never good at art as a kid. Never did well in art class. It says 11 counts. Now, I don't entirely know enough about cross stitch to know what I'm looking for, but I don't necessarily see the needles. It says it comes with 2 cross stitch needles, unless it's in with all this thread. Oh no, I thought the thread was connected to this paper, but it's not. Obviously, well, it sort of is. Okay, so these are the different colors that we need, kind of, I'm assuming, like a paint by number diamond painting sort of situation. We have the diagram right here. As you can see, part of the owl. It looks like it'll be really pretty. I just don't know where the needles are. So Nick, if you're watching, just to let you know, because I'm just reading the instructions along here that came in the cross stitch kit. And it says 2-piece stamped cross stitch needles, enough thread already sorted, 11 CT pre-printed stamped cross stitch fabric cloth, and English instructions. We provide 30% more threads than enough. That is good. If you mess up, you definitely want extra thread. Pre-printed and easy to stitch. 3 strands of thread should be used. And then it talks, you know, the cleaning method of the embroidery fabric once you embroider. So this is awesome. I like having another kind of, there it is, the image again that you'll make. Like having, this seems to be the biggest item, hero item of the box that she kind of made the box around. And again, with cross-stitched experiments with different textures like she was trying to do. So that is cool. I'll have to figure out what cross-stitch needles look like, but I don't see them anywhere. And they came in this kit, so there's nothing left in the plastic And then we have one final item, which is a gorgeous temporary tattoo. Let's see, I guess the best area on the body for this might be the back. Maybe shoulders, back, something like that. It is big, but it is very pretty. I don't know if it would wrap around the arm. I don't know much about temporary tattoos, but it is very pretty. It's a gorgeous owl for sure. So this is my Woodland box. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm seeing 16 items and the sticker as a little added bonus. I counted the tarot cards as one item. You know, it depends what you count. I know there's some people out there in the subscription box world who prefer quantity of items over quality, and there's some people who would rather have a few really good items versus the quantity. So I think that might matter as to whether you like this box or not. We got tons of cute little items. You know, if your ears aren't pierced, like mine are not, but there's plenty of other things that I like in this box. So I think that's what you keep in mind when you think about this subscription. Overall, I do say that I like quality over quantity of items. So, but this is how the curator likes to do this box. She likes to make sure we have lots of items and lots of things. So I can understand and appreciate that as well. It is fun. It's kind of like opening up a little stocking on Christmas morning to open up all of the little packages. I really had no idea what was in here. She hadn't talked to me about many of the items. I knew about the owl mask and the tarot cards, and that was about it. So I got lots of cute little surprises in here. The spoon was a really cool idea. This is something usable. I'm assuming it's dishwasher safe, although I'm not sure, maybe not. I don't know how that owl, it's completely smooth, so I don't know how that owl was put on, but it is adorable. All right, I did some exploration with, this could be a bear. If it is a lip balm, I'm not really sure because it actually comes out like a lipstick, but it looks clear. It doesn't really seem to have a scent. So I'm not too sure on this here, but this is a plastic tube. So it didn't open the way I thought. When I saw it like this, I assumed it was a lip balm with the way this cap looked. So I'm glad I opened that up and checked that out. It probably is a lip balm, just not the form that I'm used to. So I think I covered everything. Again, you can get 15% off with my code. And after you get your first box, you will get Nick's phone number. You can text her with any questions. She might, for the main item, let's say if she might have choices like she did in my Galaxy box. So you might get to choose between like a palette, an embroidery kit, or something else. Something kind of like the choices I got last month. So you might have that option if she has them available. If not, she might ask you. It just depends on what she has in stock. So let me know what you think. And again, with my code, you get 15% off. The box is $28.80 approximately month per month. My code would take it down to $24. And then there's discounts if you buy 3, 6, or 12 months in advance. So make sure you check out all that when you use the link if you're interested. And I should tell you some of the other themes if you weren't here, especially if you didn't see my first unboxing. You haven't seen these other themes yet. So in the first unboxing, I got the Galaxy theme, which I really liked. I have to admit, I like that box better as a whole in terms of what items I got. And a lot of these adorable woodland animals are very cute. I do think some of these items gear towards younger kids, but I do like the vintage card. I love hummingbirds. The embroidery is nice. My eyes might not be able to handle it right now, but in the future, perhaps. This duct tape is just fun. I'll have a good time with this, I hope. And the tarot cards are pretty, you know what I mean? So it just really depends. I like this little ornament here with the tree, the slice of tree. And I like what she's trying to do with it, the way she's morphing it. Personally, I prefer an all owl box rather than Woodland Friends, but like I said, I like all animals. I like all birds pretty much. So the spoon I think is really cool. A great idea as well. So some of the other themes that you might remember, I want to let you know some themes are out there on YouTube since the curator Nick has revamped the box. And for example, Mary Catherine Loves Cats has gotten the You've Got to Be Kitten Me box for her first one. So if you're interested in a cat theme, check out Mary's channel. I'll have her linked down below. She also got the bee and butterfly box, which is gorgeous and has a lot of beautiful spring garden, bee and butterfly items. That was a phenomenal box. That's a great theme. Another choice of mine as well. And Nancy from Nancy's Circus has also unboxed 2 of these on her channel, including the Care Bears box. Or no, sorry, she did not get the Care Bears. I apologize. I was reading the list. Care Bears is a Care Bears is a theme, but she got the Strawberry Shortcake box, and she also unboxed the Boho box as well. So if you're curious as to what the Boho box might include, that's a good video to check out. It's got some floral items mixed. It was a cool curation, right? But it's a little bit different from some of the rest. So if you're interested in that theme, definitely check it out. And then Sherry from Single Mom Review also got the Strawberry Shortcake theme box. And if she or anybody else has posted anything else in the meantime since I've recorded, I do apologize. But these are the ones I know of as of now. If I find any more before I'm editing, I'll add them to the description box below. But I mean, there's tons of themes. So the upcoming themes, I mentioned last time, the Mexican Fiesta. There's an 80s box, 80s themed. That could be interesting. An art and craft box, boho, like I said. Beauty and self-care box. I'm surprised none of my friends have gotten that one yet. I think that I wouldn't particularly pick that one, but I know a lot of you would like that one. There's the bee and butterfly, of course. There's a beach box, Care Bears, Cactus Hugs Southwestern box. That one sounds interesting to me. You guys know I love cactus and succulents, anything Southwest as well. And of course, the 2 that I got happened to be alphabetically right in a row. A Glow Party Festival box. I don't remember. That might be a new theme. A Glow Party. That could be fun. Kawaii Cuteness. Mystical Mermaid. Miniatures My Little Pony box. That I think is a new theme. My Little Pony box. The Nail Salon Punk Rock Strawberry Shortcake Tarot box. Unicorn Sparkles. And of course, there's holiday themes as well, like Easter, Winter Wonderland, New Year's Eve, Valentine's, Mardi Gras, and Halloween. And of course, she has her adult-only boxes. You have to be over the age. I had to think about this for a minute. I guess for the Happy Hangover box, over the age of 21, and the 420 smoking box as well. So you can certainly, she'll send you the themes, and you can text her. She'll send you her number with any theme changes or additions that you'd like to make. But after your first box, it'll be a surprise as to what theme you get as one of the next 5. But she's pretty flexible, and if there's an item you absolutely can't use or can't gift, you can tell her. Like if you can't use socks and can't find anyone to gift them to, if you don't want socks in future boxes, you can text her and let her know, and she'll know that for next time. So I really appreciate Nick and her flexibility and the way she lets this customization happen. Now, of course, for me, would she have sent a normal, adult this mask? Probably not. But she wanted, obviously, as I'm showing it to you guys, I can see that this is a great gifting item for children, and I have, like I said, little ones in my family to be able to gift this to. Not even sure this would fit on my head, actually. It might, but I don't want to test it. It is adorable. So thank you again, Nick, so much for letting me show your box. And if you're still here in the premiere hanging out, thank you. Hey, give me a thumbs up. It helps me and helps my channel. Don't forget a comment if you'd like to give your thoughts to Nick about the second blend box here. And until next time, I'll catch you later. Bye.